We are pleased to make several announcements today. One is that this is February now, so for us in the Lima City Schools, it is Career Tech Month. So throughout the month of February, we want to make sure that we are highlighting each of our programs, highlighting our students and all the great things that they're doing, highlighting our staff, and really continuing to bring awareness to the Career Tech program here at Lima Senior High School. We are very proud that we have several different programs here in our district. We have 12 of them right now, and in the last couple of years we have added a couple. So we continue to evolve and change with the times and make sure that we're meeting the interests of our kids and that we're meeting the needs of the workforce. I do want the community to understand that our Career Tech program, much like Apollo or any other Career Tech center, has a separate report card. We do have a report card on the Ohio Department of Education website. Our post-program outcomes component grade on that is an A, and we have received a B for our graduation rate. So 89% of our kids in our Career Tech programs successfully graduated within 4 years, and 92.5% of our students graduated successfully within 5 years. So we're very proud of that. Our post-secondary placement and career placement is very high. We are proud to say that we are able to place students directly from high school into the workforce. So we're really proud of that as well. So our newest adventure is the movement of our agriculture and engineering technology program to a new location. So for the last year and a half, we have been working on plans to build two facilities on our Emerson lot, which is where Emerson Elementary School stood up on Boyer and Edwards Avenue in the north end of Lima. Our programs there will be housed in two different buildings, one for agriculture, one for engineering, and both of them have outgrown the space here at the high school and need more workshops type space, and we can give them that there. Our engineering program is going to be able to have robotics, 3D printing, CNC machines, and they're going to be able to delve into a lot more aspects of engineering and job opportunities. The buildings themselves will have classroom spaces, office spaces, and then conference room, but then more importantly, large workspaces for both programs. Our ag students have a lot of equipment, so we'll be able to have that there. Our ag students also learn other skills such as welding, woodworking. There are a lot of components to an agriculture program. We're also going to have a greenhouse on site, which will have hydroponics and an outside space there for planning and working with larger farm equipment. So the goal then obviously is to expand those opportunities and interests to our middle school kids. We have expanded Career Tech opportunities down to 10th grade here. So we have an exploratory program going on with our 10th graders rotating in and out of different programs. So this is our first year for that. That's been amazing. The teachers have loved it, the students have loved it, and it helps those kids really at an earlier age to get focused on what they might want to do for a career. So another piece to our Career Tech Month new this year is what we call a Taste of Career Tech. So we want to offer an opportunity for the public to come in here to our beautiful Spartan Inn and have lunch prepared by our culinary students, and then take a tour of our Career Tech program. So our Career Tech program literally makes up about half of our high school as far as physical space, and sometimes tends to be an unknown out there in the community that people don't always realize all that we have here. So any opportunity we have to bring the public in, we want to be able to do that. So there's going to be two options for that: Wednesday, February 15th and Wednesday, February 22nd. The lunch will begin at 11 and the tours will begin at 11:45. And then and people are going to have to sign up to come, and we'll take as many people as we can fit in here as well. So at this time, I want to introduce Courtney Morse. He is the director of our career and technical education, and I've probably stolen all your thunder by talking about absolutely everything.
That's
but
all right.
We're excited about it. We've been working on it for a while, so you will will add a lot of detail.
Excellent. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go ahead. Again, my name is Courtney Morse, the Director of Career Technical Education, and one of the main things that I want to hit on that Mrs. Ackerman had talked about was our involvement with our Lima community and the surrounding communities as well. That's going to be one of our biggest pieces about why we want to get our community members into our programs, whether it be through our advisory committee meetings, whether it be through the Taste of Career Tech by coming in and taking tours and seeing all the different programs and stuff we have. It's also why we're excited about the new Emerson site as well, because it's getting our students back out into the community, connecting with our community members, connecting with our businesses, and then that expansion of Career Tech down into our elementary and middle school years is that same feel. It's about getting them informed and understanding what opportunities they have, and that they don't have to leave our community for those opportunities to be able to take place. And so we're just excited about continuing to advance, to grow, and to really get our students, our staff, and our community informed about what career and technical education is, and what we have to offer here at Lima City Schools. So that's all the more I'll talk about, but I'm going to ask Tyler Turner, who is our high school principal, to go ahead and step in, and he's going to talk a little bit more about our high school, the opportunities we have, and some of the successes that we've had over the past couple of years.
So good morning. My name is Tyler Turner. I am the principal at the high school, and I want to talk about where Career Tech fits into the larger picture of leading up to graduation. And really that starts with the mission of our district. And our district's mission is to create a climate in which every student can learn. And that's something that we take a lot of pride in. And we take a lot of pride when we establish those individualized pathways that align with student interest and what they truly want to accomplish after graduation. In doing so, as Mrs. Ackerman mentioned earlier, we've built our 12 Career Tech programs that are located on the high school campus, and we're branching outward. And as we create those pathways, sometimes that path ends with a certification where, or an apprenticeship where a job might be waiting on that student. But I also want to stress that our Career Tech program doesn't just end at the workforce. We offer a lot of opportunities where college credit can be obtained through taking our Career Tech programs as well. We work very closely with Road State to do that. So as Mr. Morris then mentioned, we have 12 Career Tech programs that are established. Some are more traditional, but we also base those on student interest. A new program that was recently added was audio engineering. So we're constantly looking to expand and just build any pathway that our students are interested in pursuing. And it's really grown to the point where it's becoming a foundation or a staple of the high school. Currently we have roughly 85% of our junior class enrolled in a Career Tech program, and then we have a very high percentage rate, as you heard from our grade card, of completion. So I just want to touch real quick on how we prepare students to make these choices relative to their future. And I think that conversation really starts at the middle school levels. We bring in all of our middle schoolers to tour the facilities, to meet the instructors of each program. We then continue to build on that freshman year as we have established a college and career readiness course. From there, Mrs. Ackerman touched on our sophomore exploratory periods that sometimes that means we've really sparked a passion in that field, and sometimes that means they can cross that one off the list, and that's not one they want to pursue. And I think each of those outcomes is equally as valuable. So just to wrap things up, on my part, Career Tech has had such an impact on our graduation rate. I just feel so fortunate that we are able to house these facilities within the high school. A personal goal of mine, a focus of the district has been to raise our graduation rate as of recent years. And Career Tech allows Lima Senior to just provide several alternative pathways to getting a student to graduation. And I'm proud that these pathways are tied to student need and not a last resort. We're intentionally planning for these pathways. So I'm excited that we're growing. I think there's certainly a parallel growth between expansion of career tech and our graduation rate, and it's an exciting time to be a Spartan, that's for sure.
So, in terms of the Emerson project, I know it was in the press release that it's a $2.9 million investment for the project. That will be fully funded with our ESSER federal COVID dollars. So no general fund district money is being used. The purpose of the ESSER funds is to provide opportunities for students. When we looked at the results of COVID, we look at the economy as a whole, like what are ways that we can expand, grow interest, and continue to get our kids ready. So that is where that funding is coming from. Okay.